Hey everybody. Sorry about not posting yesterday. I was absolutely exhausted. It was a really long day. Or I'm still sort of out of it. So tired. Today's going to be pretty much vegging out, relaxing. We're recovering from sunburn. Yeah, I know I'm an idiot. So what happened yesterday? Well, yesterday was Vancouver Pagan Pride Day. It was really fun. I met a okay. I've been talking to these people for almost a year now, and you know it it was really amazing to just finally meet them and to you know for them to just they were very accepting. They were very glad to see me because they knew I had come from such a distance, and it was really nice to see to experience that. Um, I was immediately sort of like in with them because even though I hadn't really had much, face to face conversation with them, it was already like there, I was already a comrade. It was really nice. So um, there were a lot of events. I mean, there were some, there were some people selling things, but I wasn't really there to buy much. I bought a book. That's really it. Um, ritual was opening ritual was fantastic. Um, it was really well done, and I basically just picked and chose what I was doing with who I was doing it, and I learned. Wow, I'm sort of glazing over everything. Um, I learned a ritual dance called the haka, and the haka is a Maori tradition and is a warrior dance. And it was really fun to learn. But what was fantastic was there was actually a guy, actually a family from New Zealand who had been trained in these traditions their entire life, and we didn't know they were there. And they were watching us do this, and they came over and they gave us pointers and they corrected us, and it was really awesome. He was just like fantastic guy. Apparently, he's been in some movies too. It was just cool, And I learned some techniques with the bow staff. Um, what else? Wow. Yeah, I did a lot of relaxing, talking, chatting. I hung out with people. Um, the real, the real stuff for me happened later in the day. Okay, the reason that I'm here is because for the last almost a year, I've been a member of what's called the Order of Skaya, and the order is a pagan warrior order. So we basically take warrior traditions and have built a not a religion around it, just a way of doing things. And there's training involved. There's a certain amount of work, but I've been doing this for about a year, and I wanted to hold off on any sort of initiation until I actually made it out here. Sort of like a pilgrimage. At least that's what they were calling it. I just thought, good excuse for a vacation, right? So, um, so that's why I sort of came out here, and I went from being, just a guy, whatever, to being initiated yesterday, which is called the armoring ceremony, and it was really, how do I describe it? It was really powerful. It was very inviting. There was a lot of really good energy work done, and it's a good place leave part of who you were behind and start becoming who you want to be, you know? So it's just sort of difficult to put into words. I mean, there was a lot of stuff that we did. Um, it's all recorded. If anyone, I mean, I can't put it up on YouTube because I've been asked not to, because there are some people who are, you know, who are in the video who don't want, who haven't come out. And being a pagan in today's world, sometimes, you meet people that don't appreciate what that means, they don't appreciate someone being of a different religion. They don't understand it, but it goes, with some people it goes beyond that. And I've noticed that. Not with family. Family and friends have been very appreciative. Not appreciative. I've been appreciative. They've been accepting, and I've that's been really, really helpful, and I thank everybody for that. But there have been some people out there, and I'm not afraid of saying who I am, but some people are just idiots. you know. I mean, there are some people out there who, like, for instance, I was at work, and I mentioned, sort of offhand, that this is what I do, and some guy literally thought that meant sacrificing animals. No. And then he thought I drank blood. No. And then he started just ranting about conspiracy theories and the Illuminati and different organizations and secret societies, which I like to call just societies with secrets, which I got from someone. I can't remember. I think it was Sam. But, some people just don't understand it. And it's very, very easy to understand, too. It's religions, faiths, patterns, and systems that were done from the beginning of mankind. Before, before looking at these esoteric things, people looked at nature, and people looked at the sun and the moon and the rhythms of the world around them, and they gave credence to those things. And then they gave faces to those things, and then they gave those faces names and stories. And the more, I just realized my nose is burned too. My goodness. But people gave these things stories, and then there's, and they thought that they were, beings on high and down below and around them that they couldn't see, and they prayed to them for guidance and good harvests and things like that. And we may not do that, as religiously anymore, but those are still powerful systems that the world around us still perpetuates. And we give credence to those things, and we try and learn as much as we can from them. And not just in a magical nature worship sort of way, but, the order also looks at science and quantum mechanics, and how does that combine with what we understand of how human energy works and how nature energy works, and we try and create the best system we can. So, it, and also we try and live the best lives we can, not in any sort of esoteric way, but as real people, as pillars of society, as the best possible people we can be, even in the most small, mundane ways. We try, and that's part of the reason I'm out here, because who I am is not who I want to be. I know I can be a better person. That's why I'm out here. I'm not here because I want to find change. It's because I've found change, and this is on that path. And I'm not going to be like overly religious or anything like that, and I'm gonna go to church as much as anyone else in this family does, I guess. And I know, and I can still appreciate, the Roman Catholic way of doing things, and I appreciate the systems there. Um, Even though the energy in church just seems to just boggles my mind sometimes. It just feels like a dead weight. But that's another conversation. Um, it's just I want to be a better person. I know I can be a better person. It's not some sort of odd thing. It's not some sort of, meaningless drive to, to improve on something. It's, I'm not saying I'm not here to like learn a new skill or anything like that. Nothing that specific, but nothing too vague either. It's somewhere in between. And when I come back to Toronto, I'm hoping that I'll be able to live my life a little better. I'm not even sure what that means yet, but I mean, there's a lot of work for me to do still, because while I've been initiated, that makes me what we call a squire. And a squire is just somebody who said, okay, you're on the path. You've dedicated yourself to this. Over the past year, I've done work to get me towards the next step, which is knighthood within the order. I know that sounds grandiose. It is and it isn't. It's probably not much. But anyway, it's still freaking me out a little, because I have a lot more work to do in the next week. I have a lot of energy work to do, a lot of meditation, a lot of very specific things that I need to have ready, and I'm really hoping to get all that done. I know I can get it done, and I know I can make this count for something. I just need to stay focused, and I think I'm staying focused. I think I'm staying very much on the track, and through the week, I'll be doing more of these things. Today's again just a veg out day. Everybody's sunburned and dead on their feet, and the baby's taking a nap. Angela's downloading some new stuff for us to watch later. There's a barbecue later, So it's kind of cool. I mean, if anyone wants to chat with me, I'm on, Facebook and Skype and texting. I have lots of data, and there's no long distance fees, so that's cool. Yeah, feel free. I may not respond right away, but I'll try and respond promptly. And don't ask me to explain too much over text, because I'm still trying to process it all. Yesterday was, especially near the end, a little bit of an overload. Not so much that I can't handle, but a little bit that I'm still trying to process it today. That's why I'm trying to be very, everything's cool, yeah. So I'm gonna shave, clean myself up a bit, shower, although it'll probably be a little painful. I'm gonna put some stuff on my head first and see if I can't get that. Wow, that's bad, eh? My goodness. It doesn't hurt. That's the thing. It doesn't. Yeah, that's a burn. It doesn't hurt. And it's probably gonna peel a bit, but mostly in the shower, I guess. But it's tight. Yeah. So, Angela got it way worse. She has this big red spot on her chest, and her calves are all red. And it's funny. I have sunscreen. I have spray-on sunscreen, and I told myself 5 freaking times, bring it, and I didn't. And I'm an idiot, and that's that's why I'm out here, to not be an idiot. So I haven't made the best start. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna upload this real quick, and I'll probably do another one tomorrow. Tomorrow evening, unless something interesting happens tonight, which probably won't. It's probably again. So yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. And yeah, I'll be in contact.